Hi, if you're a Libra, born September 23rd to October 22nd, what can you expect for the month of July 2017? Let's tune in and find out. Okay, so, all right, so the first couple of weeks, Libra, okay, going into July, I just see you possibly pulling your hair out. Frustration, irritation, just communication challenges. It feels like what you're saying is falling on deaf ears, people aren't taking you seriously, or there's pressure coming back at you, people don't like the way in which you're doing something, and so I just see this, possibly power struggles or challenges. Just intermittent, the first week or so, okay? There is also a full moon in Capricorn, July 8th and 9th, where you can, for some of you, you may feel drained or taxed. You may find yourself having, like I've got a pain in my neck. You may find that work is a pain in the neck, or there's something that you're doing that is really exhausting and draining, and you're feeling beaten down. It could be that it's a relationship that's draining you, or that it is actually, it could be a work relationship, or it could just be people in general, or something that you've got going on that is just heavy. The good news is there's a lot of freedom, possibility, and potential opening for you starting around the 16th, 17th, certainly by the 20th. Huge relief, and by the 23rd, even better. Like the last week of the month is so idyllic for you. There's a new moon in Leo on July 23rd. There's just like, I feel so good. It's like great. And your heart's open and the right people are in your life. And you may even find yourself taking an impromptu vacation, or you may find yourself, just more socializing, connecting with more people that you love. Just everything is beautiful. As heavy and as like strained as you enter July, the ending is miraculous, is how it feels. Like it's just, the tension is really released. So now let's look at romantic relationships. For those of you in a committed romantic relationship, what can you expect for the month of July? Well, there's a real camaraderie with the two of you. Like you both have each other's back, but I do see a little bit of a sticky situation or a little bit of a power struggle. The best you can do is let them win, right? Because it's a situation where you can't win. They won't let you win, so just let them have it. And it also feels like if you do that, if you just let go, it feels like it's going to come back around and you're going to get what you want anyway. So if there's a battle that you're finding with your partner early on, let them win. By the end of the month, they're going to double it and serve you on a silver platter. I mean, really, I feel like they're completely going to change their mind and give it to you. Now, for some of us, that's hard, right? Especially if we have our intuition that's guiding us to say, no, I can't. My intuition is telling me this. Well, listen, sometimes even with intuition, you let go so that a greater plan can be revealed, right? Something even bigger and better than what we had thought or hoped for. So if you're willing or able to do that in your relationship, you're going to find that the relationship really is just restored and charming and fun. And the end of the month feels really romantic, feels very heart-connected and very much support. And if you don't have plans to go away, you should definitely go away, because there's a lot of just romantic energy available and a lot of love and sexual energy, and especially around that 25th, 28th date. Okay, so for those of you that are single, let's look and see if you're interested and what the potential is for you to attract a soulmate at this time. Okay, so it starts with loving yourself, Libra. So we enter just loving everything about yourself. Whether you've got lumpy, bumpy thighs, whether you've got, wings for arms. It's about just loving your body, whether your, boobs are to your navel. It's just loving yourself, loving your hair, loving your looks from the inside out. Now, if there is something physically that you need to take care of, that you need to lose weight, you need to tone up, you need to eat better because, food allergies make you cranky or make you fall asleep, right? So then get yourself checked. By the end of the month with our health, there's going to be a lot of new movement especially with that new moon in Leo, for our health and vitality. So you'll be able to get even more information for yourself. But early in this month, once starting to love yourself, take care of yourself, we still have the planet of Jupiter in our sign of Libra, which is going to give you the best answers, resolutions, ideas, people, support mechanisms to help you love yourself. So if you're somebody that has just really beaten yourself up all your life or has super low self-esteem, the right therapist is available for you. The right seminar is available for you. The right intuitive healer is available for you, right? So make an appointment. Take care of yourself. You don't want to miss these opportunities of the signs. And you also, if you're not loving yourself and you're not as good as you can be, the universe is going to send you a few tests along the way that force you to stand up for yourself. Opportunity, test, opportunity, test, opportunity, test, right? And so we have to get over this hurdle of tests this month. And we do that by going, no, I know myself. I'm good enough. I can handle this. It's my time to shine. And I'm not going to be afraid, and I'm going to take the chance, right? So sometimes it's about career. Sometimes it's just about getting over our fear. So whether we're talking about getting in a soulmate relationship and attracting the right person, or whether we're talking about our career, moving ahead, or actually doing something that we love, this is our month to push ourselves beyond our fears. And we're going to have all the support that we need. We're not going to be hanging out there with the bottom and we just drop. That's not possible. What we're going to do is you're going to see signs along the way, right? It reminds me of that old joke about the flood that's coming, and the policeman knocks on the door and says, hey, you need to leave, a hurricane's coming. He said, no, God will save me. And then they come back with the boat and say, hey, jump in the boat. No, God will save me. And then he's on the roof and the helicopter comes. Says, no, God will save me. He dies and he says to God, what happened? I thought you were going to save me. And he said, who sent the boat, the helicopter, and the policeman? I did. So it's like that. So we got to help ourselves this month. We have to pay attention to what's being brought into our field, right? If something shows up, this is how I work. If something shows up more than once, 2 or 3 times in a short period of time, like a certain book or a certain diet plan or a certain therapist, I pay attention and I call. I've even had clients that have called me and said, I got your name from my friend in California, and then I flew to New York, and I was walking down the street, bumped into somebody else, and they gave me your name. So that's why I'm calling. So it's like that. It's like, when the universe wants to get you help, it will use people too. So pay attention to what people are saying to you. And if somebody's telling you, hey, you're out of control, or hey, you need to calm down, or hey, you're working too much, and you hear this 2 or 3 times over the course of a day or two, you need to listen and you need to take care of yourself. So this month, Libra, for you, it's about taking care of yourself, facing your fears, because you have a lot to give, and the universe is setting things up for you to take advantage of it starting the end of the month in your career. So for those of you who are interested in a soulmate, because that's how we got on this tangent, was about taking care of yourself. Now, if you take care of yourself, that means you're going to have self-love, and you're going to move away from somebody who doesn't give you self-love, somebody who puts you down, somebody who berates you, somebody who's 2 hours late and doesn't call, and then calls you the next day and said, sorry, will you go out with me again? No, right? So you want to look, people's true nature, you're going to get a glimpse of right away. So the first couple of weeks here, pay attention to what you see. People are going to expose themselves to you very quickly. Maybe that was the wrong word to use. Anyway, you're going to see somebody's true nature very quick the first couple of weeks of July. Listen to it. It's the truth, okay? Don't go, oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. You can stand me up. It's okay. Let's try it again. I understand. Don't be buying it. Don't be believing it, okay? The universe is pretty transparent here these first couple of weeks. Here's the other thing, though. There's also, because we're overriding this Cancer, the June 23rd new moon of Cancer is affecting everybody, right? And so the first 10 days especially are a little bit more volatile. People are a little bit more sensitive. So don't take it personal if somebody does something to you. Just know it's their stuff, cut them loose and move on, All right. If somebody's not showing up for you today, you know, they'd have to do a lot to make it up to you. You'd have to, if you were going to give them a second chance, you'd have to see that, wow, well, they really apologized. They sent me flowers. And then the next day they did this, this, and this for me. Okay. Then I would give them a second chance, right? But if somebody has blatantly, you know, not followed up or not followed through and then just ignores it, you don't need more of that, Libra. This is about your self-esteem. Now, having said that, by the end of the month, you're likely to really weed out a lot of the frogs, right? So you can get the prince or the princess. So just know by the end of the month, the right person will more than likely be in your field if you want it. So July 25th, things will start to shift and you'll really have an opportunity to choose a powerful relationship if you want one. Okay, so let's look, Libras, for your money this month. What can we expect about money? Wow, okay, so this is nice for a change. More money coming in, more profit, especially early in the month right away. Some of you may get like a cash, you'll be maybe flush with cash again. It could be that a loan comes in for you. It could be that something sells. It could be that you get a quarterly bonus. But I see, you know, influx of money coming in and then new streams of income potential coming in, especially towards the end of the month, July 28th, new streams of income, right? And some of you may not like where this money's coming from. It may bring up your fears. It may be like, oh, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. If the universe is bringing money to you, you know, unless it's against your moral value, you know, you want to step back and see, why is it that I don't want to move in that direction? What's blocking me or what's stopping me? It may be something you don't want to hear about yourself, or maybe something you don't want to hear about a situation. I'd be willing to, you know, ask what it's about and see what it is. But I feel like there's some great new income streams coming in at the end of the month for you, Libra. So hang on to your hat. It will be good. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for you. Anything with your health. Okay, we already covered health. Take care of yourself. A lot of, keep your blood sugars, right, intact. Low glycemic diets maybe for some of us, right? Making sure that our blood sugar doesn't spike and create unhealthy food cravings. So just, you're going to have a greater sensitivity to your own diet this month and what works and what doesn't work. So there's a lot of information available for us this month about our bodies and about our diets. Okay, and anything surprising for us? Any surprises for Libra this month? Wow, yeah, that you can actually really get what you want. Like, there may have been dreams that you've had for a decade and they've been on a shelf, and you may come and they may show up this month when you blow it off and it's like, oh my God, it's here, it's arrived. I've waited for this for 10 years and here it is. So just know there's some really big, powerful movement, success that you haven't seen before ever, starting the end of the month. The potential, the possibilities starting to come in. So that means that we have to get over our own fears and get out of our own ways so we can accept that. So we're not acting scared and it goes away, and that our fear pushes it away, right? So this is what I was talking about earlier, where you have to trust yourself that you're good enough, that it's your turn, that you're deserving of it, and get over that hurdle so that you can actually receive it. So there's big money, big career opportunities coming in towards the end of July, and then actually moving into August as well, because there's two moons, new moons in Leo. There's a new moon in July, July 23rd, and in fact it's that one is July 23rd, and then a second new moon in Leo, August 21st, which is a total solar eclipse, which is just like igniting. And for Libras, it is in our career. So your career is just going to blow up in a good way, like boom, like things that you've wanted for a long time, whether it's to quit your job, get another one, whether it's to start a business, whether it's to excel, whether it's to get your name out there. There's this big explosion that can happen here in these next 2 months, starting at the end of July and then all of August and early September. So be aware, it is time that you guys are seen and heard. All right, Libras, have a terrific month. Enjoy. If you like my intuitive astrology, please click like, share it with your friends, and comment below. And I look forward to connecting with you again next month.